day. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons versus Sam Darnold and the Brooklyn Barons.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gautin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first down, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Darnold's pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 11.
The numbers for Crowder a week ago, 9 catches, 120 yards even.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Darnold on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To number 88. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 39-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete to John Ross.
Darnold's pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Gurley. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Darnold. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Darnold's pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
2nd and goal.
Here's Darnold.
The Falcons.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Complete.
Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man is Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit. bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
On the carry. He was brought down by Avery Williamson. A gain of 5 brings up
from just shy of midfield. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's good for the Falcons.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
7-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Falcons 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
26-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Falcons 3.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Darnold down to throw. Man open, here is Crowder. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan, he completes this to Russell Gage.
Ryan's pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off Off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Hurst. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
That's another.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Gurley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
That's good.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Complete to
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Brooklyn.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it with Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Bell on the carry. He's brought down at the 30.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And a Brooklyn first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Darnold.
10-yard line.
A screen to Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Darnold's pass.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Again, Darnold. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Darnold, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Goes underneath for Bell. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
McCrane's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Barron's 10.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. A very quick pass to Ridley. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looking really, really sharp. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To Russell Gage. A gain of
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Todd Gurley.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley.
Ryan.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Todd Gurley, the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Open man is Ross, complete.
Darnold's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. A slant to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard
To
line.
throw again is Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 9.
Again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Short throw underneath to Hurst. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Ryan will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 10 yards. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, they run with Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Hopkins' kick is good.
The kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Barons 10.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Holding receiving team. Man, they gotta let him play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Darnold's pass.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Again, Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Darnold on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the Falcons, 40.
Darnold to throw again. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down, Brooklyn.
To throw is Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown!
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively. defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returnable here for Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell.
Darnold's pass.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pass interference. Defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Darnold's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again is Darnold. Open man is Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Herndon. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Darnold. And it's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Jordan Jenkins.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
No move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They're running with Gurley. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And as a result, possession switches hands. This is Bell on the dump off. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throw complete to Herndon. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 50, it's Darnold. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Falcons, it took